which capture card is the right capture card for you. I bought them all from the cheapest ones to the most expensive ones. I got capture cards here ranging from $16 all the way up to the top of the line at $280. But is it worth it? Let me show you if it is. As always, all links are down in the descriptions for these products if you want to pick them up. Yes, they are affiliate links. We all have to eat. Let's get into it. So first up on the list is the Blue AVS HDMI to USB video capture card that you can get for $16 with a 5% coupon. So this is the cheapest capture card on the list. It can capture up to 1080p, 30 frames per second. In OBS, you want to come over to your sources, add a new source, and select video capture device. Name it whatever you want. So in the properties window, you want to go to device and then select the drop down box and you want to find USB video. Go ahead and select that and you should see your game capture right here. You're going to hit OK and you should have your game capture showing up. The only way I can show this in real time for you guys is to like kind of do this inception here, this OBS inception. Here we go, resizing that. You should have your game capture right there, just like that. So here is the Blue AVS capture card, and it's not that bad actually for $17. I mean, it's pretty good. So this is capturing at 1080p at 30 frames per second. So, you know, if you're doing any type of competitive high frame rate streaming or gameplay, and you need those high frames, this may not be the capture card for you. But if you're just casual with it, you know, you just want to hop in and try OBS with an actual capture card, this is a pretty good budget alternative to the top of the line. So next up is the Gamoke video capture card at $20.99. If you really needed the 60 frames at 1080p, this is your guy. So adding this video capture in OBS is the same way we added the last one. I gotta say, this one, it feels a lot better than the other one. I think it's because the pass-through is at 60 frames per second. Quality may be about the same. That's what I'm gauging for right now. We will do a side-by-side comparison of all these recordings. But wow, I have not played Apex in a long time, guys. So don't judge me here. Don't judge me. So next up on the list is the mirror box, and I have actually high hopes for this one. So this is the first capture card that boasts a 4K pass-through at 30 frames per second. So you can enjoy playing your PS5 or your Xbox at full resolution. So we are now testing the mirror box here, and I gotta say, this is probably the best one so far. And it's mostly because this one, you don't need an HDMI splitter to enjoy the game. All right, so now on to our first premium capture card, the Elgato HD 60X. This card boasts a nice 4K 60 frames per second pass-through with HDR10. It also gives you variable refresh rate through your pass-through. It also has an audio in jacks so that you can use something like the Elgato chat link here. All right, now we have the Elgato HD 60X. And as you can see, it's pretty darn smooth. I mean, it doesn't quite get any better than this out here. At this quality, we're at 1080p on the capture. So what you guys are seeing right now is 1080p 60 frames per second. Last but definitely not least, we have the Elgato 4K 60 Pro, the one that goes inside your PC. It comes in at $215 right now, currently on sale. Usually it is $250, but I remember getting this at like $280. So the price is all over the place. It captures up to 1080p, 240 frames per second, or 1440p at 144 frames per second. This is the top of the line, guys. This is as good as it gets when it comes to capture cards. Currently right now in the market, this is the top of the line. I don't know what else to say. Okay, here is the comparisons, you guys. So we have the Blue AVS on the left, and going up in order of the price of everything to the right, very right, we have the 4K 60 Pro. And as you can see, they all compare pretty nicely to each other. Now, what surprises me a lot about this is the Gamoke capture card, the $20 one compared to the HD60X. If you look at the two comparisons, we'll show later in the video, you will see that they're pretty darn close when all things considered. Now we're gonna stop and zoom in and enhance here. We're pretty much looking for pixels. We're pixel peeping at this moment to see whether or not the clarity improves across the capture cards here. And as you can see, it's pretty close between the lower end capture cards versus the high end capture card. On the very right here, you see the Pro. So what did you guys think? Let me know down in the comments which one you think is the better capture card. I think the Gamoke surprised me the most actually out of all the capture cards. It's very comparable to the Mirror Box. The only caveat going with these two cards here is basically you're gonna need a HDMI splitter so that you can see your gameplay on your TV or your monitor or whatever you got going on. So yeah, with the Mirror Box, you do have the HDMI in and out there. So you're able to, you know, capture and also split out the HDMI signal and go directly to your monitor or your TV and, you know, continue playing your game that way. Also, if you still have any questions or concerns about your streaming setup, anything at all, you can go ahead and hop on a call with me. Go down in the description below and you will see a link where you can get on a call with me and I'll answer any streaming questions that you have. Cool, so now that you got your capture card, you probably want to know where you should be streaming, right? Or if you should stream everywhere. Well, the answer is yes. Check out these two videos over here where I show you how you can go from streaming from one platform to multiple platforms in OBS for free. Or if you wanted to use another service for that, there is another service called Restream.io. That video down there teaches you how to set that up and use that with OBS. It's pretty easy to set up, so I'll see you over there.